Nintendo has officially announced a new Nintendo Direct for March 27th at 7 a.m. Pacific Time. This presentation will focus on upcoming Nintendo Switch games, giving fans a look at what's coming next for the current console. However, Nintendo has made it clear that this event will not include any updates on the Nintendo Switch 2. For those waiting for news on the next-generation console, a separate Switch 2 Direct is already scheduled for April 2nd at 6 a.m. Pacific Time. This means Nintendo is carefully managing its announcements, keeping the focus on the current Switch lineup before shifting attention to its next big release. There is a strategic reason behind this Nintendo Direct. Right now, no first-party Nintendo games have confirmed release dates, leaving fans wondering what's next for the Switch. Before shifting all attention to the Switch 2, Nintendo needs to announce its final lineup of Switch 1 games to keep players engaged. This Direct could fill that gap by revealing new games or providing updates on titles that have already been announced. Another key factor is marketing and branding. On March 27th, the same day as the Direct, the Seattle Mariners jerseys will begin featuring the Switch 2 logo. This strongly suggests that Nintendo is gearing up for a larger promotional push, likely leading into the April 2nd Switch 2 Direct. By announcing upcoming games for the current Switch first, Nintendo can clear the stage for the next-gen console without distractions. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding these announcements is Metroid Prime 4. Fans have been waiting for years to see more of this game, but there are conflicting rumors about when it will be revealed. Some sources believe Metroid Prime 4 will be shown during the Switch 2 Direct, while others claim it could appear in the March 27th Direct instead. YouTuber Exus1s recently claimed that Metroid Prime 4 will not be part of the Switch 2 Direct, but even he admitted he wasn't completely certain. On the other hand, Kiwi Talks has suggested that Prime 4 will get a major reveal in the Switch 2 Direct, possibly showcasing its next-gen improvements. There is also a possibility that Metroid Prime 4 could be a cross-generation game, launching on both the Switch 1 and Switch 2. A Switch 2 enhanced version would allow Nintendo to take advantage of the new hardware while still giving current Switch players access to the game. If that's the case, Prime 4 could appear in the March 27th Direct first, with more details in the Switch 2 Direct later. Another major development is that physical setups for Switch 2 experience events are reportedly being prepared. These events will likely allow media and selected creators to try out the new console before its public release. However, with hands-on experiences coming soon, there is also a strong chance that leaks could surface before April 2nd. Nintendo is known for keeping its projects secret, but early access to the Switch 2 means that details about the hardware, games, or performance could start appearing online. If leaks happen, they could give fans an early look at what to expect before the official reveal. According to Insider Gaming, Nintendo has a three-phase release plan for Switch 2 games. The first wave will begin in June 2025, when first-party Nintendo games are expected to launch alongside the console. This means games developed by Nintendo itself will take center stage at release. The second phase is planned for October-November 2025, when third-party games from other developers will start rolling out. This could include major franchises from companies like Capcom, Square Enix, or Ubisoft. The final phase will arrive during the holiday season of 2025, when additional games are expected to launch, making it the biggest push for the new console. To support this rollout, Nintendo is expected to distribute dev kits more widely in June. This will allow more developers to work on Switch 2 games, ensuring a strong lineup over time. Some media and content creators may even get hands-on access to the Switch 2 before its public release, adding to the excitement. Despite reports about dev kits becoming more available in June, there is skepticism about how new this information really is. Many major developers likely already have Switch 2 dev kits, meaning they have been working on games for months or even years. This raises the possibility that third-party games could release earlier than October-November, depending on how far along development is. Nintendo's approach may be similar to the original Switch launch, where a mix of first-party and third-party games arrived over time. However, this time, third-party support is expected to be much stronger, which could lead to a bigger and more consistent lineup of games for the Switch 2.